What's going on, everybody? Crazy dog back, obviously. Hair a lot shorter. Got a haircut for the first time in like 3 months. But yeah, man, crazy dog back with another Cavs live stream. And this is a very special one because today the schedule was officially released for the first half of the season. Of course, the NBA is doing this very genius thing. Okay, just told me I went offline. Let's see if I'm still good. Hold up. I love when YouTube does this to me. You know, let me see if I'm what Ted's telling me I'm good. All right, we're good. But yeah, guys, the schedule was released today. It's only the first half until like the first part of March. Now they did this because just in case games got postponed, they would have a nice little, buffer to, make up those games, and then they would release the second half of the schedule. So before I get into that, though, I'm going to talk about the Cavs team right now. What's up, Brett? But Legion Hoops actually did their projected, I guess, starting five for the Cavs, or at least, whoever runs the Legion Hoops Twitter account did his projected starting five. Colin Sexton, Darius Garland, Isaac Okoro, Andre Drummond, and Kevin Love. Obviously, Love would be at the 4. Drummond would be at the 5. And honestly, that's a pretty good starting 5. I mean, this rebuild is obviously going way better than the other rebuild because if you remember when LeBron was, I guess, leaving, and that the year that he was leaving, we had our first round draft pick. Thanks to the Nets, of course, we took Colin Sexton. So we already had a good player, heading into that year. Because, of course, we took Sexton believing that LeBron liked him. Of course, we should have learned from the Heat because, remember, when he was with the Heat, he told them that he liked Shabazz Napier, and then they took Napier thinking, he loves Napier, so let's take him. Let's impress the king, right? So they took Napier, and LeBron's like, hey, got your Napier, but, yeah, I'm not coming back. So he pretty much did that with us. But, hey, Colin Sexton's a dog. He gets a lot of hate, but he's a dog, man. He's good. He's really good. He's getting better every year. And he's only going to get better, too. Garland, he, of course, barely played in college. And hopefully we can really see him blossom this year because that would be huge. I think he struggled mainly because of the fact that in college, five games. He only played in 5 games that year. So, I've heard he's beefed up, which is great to hear. And I could expect him to go crazy this year. We need it. I would love to see that. Garland looked good in training camp. Yeah. I've heard that he literally spent – I don't think he was lying when he said this, but he said he literally spent the entire quarantine in the gym. And that just makes me think, this dude Sexton, and then you have Okoro, who, their mentalities, they're straight grinders, bro. They live in the gym. You love to see that, They're always trying to get better. Now, we also, of course, have Love and Drummond. Those two guys are, I guess, the cash hogs on this team right now. They are without a doubt, largest contracts on the team. Of course, we all know Drummond has that $28 million player option that he accepted. He actually said that was his plan all along to stick around. And then Kevin Love with $31 million. People think that we're going to trade him. Nobody taking that money. Nope. Garland did spend his time he's been spending a lot of time in the gym. I can't wait to see him on the court with the other guys. Now, of course, like I said, Love. We'll see what he's got. And then Andre Drummond, yeah. I still can't believe we traded for Andre Drummond. Like, that was so, random. It's like, huh? We traded for Andre Drummond. Now, of course, we got rid of, we gave up, John Henson and Brandon Knight for him, 2 expiring contracts. But I'm wondering why we made that move. Yeah, Garland's one of my favorite players too, Ethan. But it's like before Drummond picked up his player option, the Cavs actually had cap space. They could have done stuff, but he took the player option, and our cap space went, it vanished. Seeing a report in January that we were interested in Drummond, and I was shocked. I mean, I didn't think of anything of it. And it's like, bro, I remember that trade deadline stream, man. I was like, huh? I was like, we traded for Drummond. That was my exact reaction. I was like, what? Well, that was out of the blue. I mean, Drummond's a baller, but damn. I guess we'll have to see how he does. Because, we barely saw him last year because. Okay, my internet is messing up again. Hate to see it. All right, my internet is going berserk right now. Wow, love it. But yeah, I'm going to get right into the schedule here in a minute. Now, in terms of the depth chart for the Cavaliers, of course, you have the starting 5, like I mentioned: Garland, Sexton, Okoro, Love, Drummond. Behind them will be Dellavedova, KPJ, who's had some troubles this offseason. Cedi Osman, of course, Larry Nance Jr. Then you have Damian Dotson, one of the only free agents we signed so far this offseason. Not too bad of a player. He's pretty good. And then you got JaVale McGee, who we acquired in a trade. We sent Alfonso McKinney and Jordan Bell to the Lakers for him. And they pretty much gave away McGee so they could sign Marc Gasol over there. And then in terms of the back-end players, it'll be Dante Exum, Thon Maker, who's on a training camp deal. I would love to see him stick around. Dean Wade, Dylan Windler, and Matt Mooney. Now, I'm pretty sure Dean Wade and Matt Mooney are on 2-way deals. So we're probably not going to see a whole lot of them. Maker, I would love to see make the team. Just for the memes. I could post a meme at the end of a game, tweeting at opposing teams and fans saying, you just met your maker. But yeah, that's our squad right now. Of course, things can change. We can always sign guys. In terms of undrafted free agents, we didn't really sign that many guys. We had Charles Matthews, Lamar Stevens, I think is what his name was, from Penn State. He's really good. And I think there was a couple others. But now let's get to the main reason why you're watching this stream. And that is, of course, the schedule. So starting off, we got 4 preseason games. I guess you can call them preseason games. Pacers and the Knicks. That's pretty much all it is. But nobody cares about the preseason. First game of the year, Wednesday, December 23rd at 7 p.m. at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. It will be the Charlotte Hornets. I almost wanted to say New Orleans. I don't know why. The Charlotte Hornets, of course, with LaMelo Ball coming to town. We get LaMelo Ball versus Isaac Okoro, and that'll be a fun matchup. Of course, I'll be streaming that game. Then 3 days later, we got the Pistons. The next day, they have the Sixers. 3 days later, we head out to Detroit. Next day, we pop back in the Rocket Mortgage for a game to face off against the Sixers. And then 2 days later, we got the Knicks coming to town. And then we go to Indiana. And then, of course, we start off January. This is all December, by the way. January, we start off out on the road facing Trae Young and that good-looking Hawks squad. Then we got the Magic, January 4th and January 6th. That'll be a very interesting one. Magic aren't looking that bad, but then again, I mean, we'll see how they are. We'll see how they look. Then we got Memphis. So we have a nice little away trip going on here. 31st, 2nd, 4th. Wow, we're away for a while. Holy crap. Is this legit or is this like a typo? Holy crap. December 31st, January 2nd, 4th, 6th, 7th, and 9th. All away games. Is that legit? Oh my God. Well, alrighty then. I guess it must be. I guess it's to limit travel. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know. That's weird. That's a long-ass road trip. Holy crap, bro. But yeah, Monday, January 11th, they're back at Rocket Mortgage against the Grizzlies. Then they have the next day, they face the Jazz at home. Then they got the Knicks at home, January 15th. 2 more away games against the Wizards, back-to-back days. Then we have the Nets at home for 2 games, January 20th and 22nd. Then they got the Celtics, Sunday, January 24th. Then they got the home game against the Lakers, Monday, January 25th. Home against the Pistons again, not again, but yeah, they're home against the Pistons, Wednesday, January 27th. Then they're away, heading to New York to face the Knicks, January 29th. And then they end the month of January and start February against the Timberwolves. First, they end the month on the road in Minnesota, and then they come back home to face off against Minnesota at Rocket Mortgage. 2 days later, they got the Clippers at home. At home. Then they got the Bucks for 2 home games on the 5th and 6th. They travel out to Phoenix Monday, February 8th. Denver, February 10th. Portland, February 12th. Clippers, Sunday, February 14th. That's Valentine's Day, isn't it? Sunday, February 15th. That's all road games. Then they're home against the Spurs, February 17th. The Thunder, February 21st. The Hawks, February 23rd. The Rockets, February 24th. Then they're back on the road facing the Sixers, February 27th. The Rockets, March 1st. And finally, the Pacers, March 3rd. And that is the first half of the Cavaliers season. Now, I'm going to come right out and say it. Do I expect us to win a lot of games? No. No. I'm going to be completely honest. I think in the first half, if we win 20-some games, that'd be great. Maybe 15. We're not going to win a lot of games unless we're playing out of our mind and guys are healthy and just killing it. But I don't see us winning a whole lot of games. It's just the way it is. February is freaking brutal. I mean, God, bro. But I guess that's the way they're going to go with things now. So that's our schedule for the first half. Of course, once from March 3rd comes around, they will, I guess, evaluate the situation. If there are any games that need to be made up, they will be made up after that. That's why they wanted to wait until they released, the second half until those games are made up. So they're not put in a situation like the NFL is in right now where you're kind of in a bind because you have games, getting postponed and stuff. And can't necessarily, you have only a limited time to make them up. Whereas the NBA, they now have a lot of space they have flexibility to, make up games. Now, I believe they said that they're going to have the trade deadline on March 23rd, 25th. So we'll see what happens with that. Cavs and Thunder tanking for Cade Cunningham. We're going to out-tank a lot of teams. I don't think we're going to be the worst team in the league, but I think we're going to be bottom tier, at least for another year or two. As long as these youngsters improve and get better, hey, let's get it. But, yeah, man, Cavs, of course, are going to be competing with the Browns for my streamership, I guess. But obviously, the Browns are freaking amazing right now, so I'm not. In terms of, could the Browns interfere? Could the Cavs interfere with any Browns games? Not until the end of the year. Sunday, December 27th. I might stream like the like the decent ones, like the Knicks game. I might stream. I'm definitely streaming the home opener. You got me screwed up if you think I'm not going to stream the home opener, bro. God, man, you think I'm not going to stream the home opener? You're tripping. But yeah, I'm streaming the home opener. Probably stream a Knicks game. Probably maybe a game against the Sixers or the Celtics or whatever. We'll see. I'll make a stream a game every now and then. Especially once football season ends and the streams will pick up. But then it's like you figure then they're going to start competing with the Indians, and oh my God, it's going to be like, what do I want to watch? Basketball or baseball? Watch a tanking basketball team or an absolutely mediocre baseball team? Because let's be honest, the Indians are going to be horribly mediocre this year, I feel like. I'm sorry for NBA season. What's up, Aaron? I mean, the Indians are going to be incredibly mediocre this year. It's the way it's going to be. If we can at least take advantage of this Lindor trade that's coming at some point, completely rejuvenate our farm system, load up on the farm system side of things, then yeah, I mean, I got a little bit of faith. But knowing our front office, they're going to completely fumble this Lindor trade. They're going to get like 3 pieces, and they're probably going to be blah at best. I mean, if we would do this trade like I think we could do it, we could completely empty out a team's farm system. We could probably be competitive again in like a year. I mean, we got some good players already on our squad. Thing is, we got a dominant pitching staff. We just need guys for the field, especially in the outfield, because over the past like 3 years or so, we've had a revolving door in the outfield. And it's honestly getting very annoying. But we'll see what happens. If I do hear anything about the Indians signing any guys, like anybody noteworthy, I'll make a video about it. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this live stream, guys. I'm not going to go through a whole Cavs record prediction. I think if I had to give a prediction of wins, I guess that's probably what I'll do. Just a prediction how many wins we're going to get in the first half. Probably maybe 10. I could see 10, maybe 15 around there. I mean, you look at February, bruh. I think we could load up on wins and like early in the year, get like a couple early wins. First game of the year. Get some wins early on in the season, build confidence. And then, once February hits, we get hit with the sledgehammer because, God, man. Oh. Wolves, Clippers, Bucks twice, Suns, Nuggets, Blazers, Clippers again, Dubs, Spurs, Thunder, Hawks, Rockets, Sixers. Tell me how many games we're winning out of that bunch. The only game I could see us really winning is the Thunder game. Because believe it or not, the Thunder are not that. They're not going to be good this year. They're going to be meh. I mean, they got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And they got a lot of young pieces. But they're not going to be a contender this year. They're going into deep tank mode. The Warriors are back to what they were before, except Clay's hurt. Hopefully he'll come back stronger and better than ever next year. That sucks, man. I was looking forward to seeing the Dubs back to full strength just to see how they could challenge the Lakers. That would have been a fun-ass playoff series, man. The, rejuvenated Dubs with James Wiseman and company Kelly Oubre and them going up against the super team Lakers. Ooh, that would have been dope. I still think the Dubs could give them all they can handle, though. Oh, yeah. They probably could. Oh, yeah, they probably really would. They probably will. Future is bright. I don't accept Thunder winning that much this year either. I mean, if you look, usually I'd say, we're going to win like 30-some games. But honestly, this year, I don't see it. Am I mad that we're not going to win a lot of games? No. I'm not going to be mad. Because you look at the NBA draft coming up, and oh my God, it's even more loaded than this year's draft was. If you think I'm tripping, go look at a 2021 NBA mock draft. Cade Cunningham, he's a point guard, though. Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, Jalen Suggs, Zaire Williams, Brandon Boston Jr., Scotty Barnes, Usman Garuba, Keon Johnson. Want to know something funny, though? For anyone who's been paying attention to the news and gossip, you would have heard that Scottie Pippen Jr.'s mother has been getting flirty with Malik Beasley lately. Well, I believe Scottie Pippen Jr. could potentially be entering the league next year. Could you imagine how awkward it would be if this dude, Scottie Pippen Jr., wound up on either the same team as, one Malik Beasley or possibly in the same division, same conference or whatever? Oh, God, he's going to get so many Yo Mama jokes or whatever. I feel bad for Scottie Pippen Jr., bro. That dude going to get so many Yo Mama jokes. They're like, what's up with your mama? What your mama been doing, huh? I heard about your mama. I feel bad for that kid, man. Come on, bro. Yeah, there's some pretty good players coming out next year. It's going to be interesting. But obviously, it's far too early, man. College basketball just started up. I'm going to be paying attention to a lot of those guys like Cade and Jalen, Evan Mobley, and Jalen, especially Evan because he's a center, and we could use a center. Drummond's probably going to be gone after this year, unless we extend him. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But that's going to pretty much wrap it up for this live stream, guys. Shout out to everybody who came through. Cavs season's upon us, and Browns are looking good. So now, if you're wondering, what am I doing tomorrow? Well, as far as I know, the Buckeyes are supposed to be playing. So unless something comes up, God forbid. I mean, I think the team left for East Lansing today, so they're there. They're just trying to play. Just got to play 2 more games, and then we're in the Big Ten title game. That's all. But we'll see what happens. I plan on streaming Buckeyes and Spartans tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. I'll be live for that game tomorrow. Hopefully we can get this dub and start off the weekend right again. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap this up, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow for Buckeyes and Spartans. So until then, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Cavs, and I'm out.